Hi, Tarot Talk. This is another timeless reading for Saturday, November the 9th, 2024. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones tarot cards. Really nice deck. So, a lot of us are dealing with, I know my friend feels like this month is cursed. It's her birthday, which is unfortunate. But the passing of someone very near and dear to her. I have another friend that's very close to me that's dealing with the same thing of a loved one this week that just passed. So it's just like, a lot of us are in emotions. With me, it's like Shane's birthday, and then was my dad's birthday days later. So it's like, instead of feel your feelings, I'm not saying bypass them or pretend like they don't exist. Feel them. But I feel like it's also where a lot of us are exhausted. You know what I mean? A lot of us are working more than one job to, make ends meet, and, holidays are coming. So it's just like preparing for the holidays or catching up. Like with myself, the hours weren't there when, all these birthdays and celebrations and graduations and everything were going on. So it's like playing catch up now. So we have the Three of Swords. So, talking about this, being in our emotions, but, in this grief for some. For some of you, it's maybe seasonal depression, but it's like the good thing is like this thaw. This is giving away. You know what I mean? We're entering into this new phase in a lot of our lives where it's just like whatever was holding us back before is no longer. Because it's like, you're feeling everything, but it's just like, deep down in our heart, obviously everybody feels something different, and I'm not going to sit there trying to change someone's mind. But being someone that does see their loved ones, a lot of people will say it's undiagnosed mental health, and it's like, you have your opinions. For those, like it says in any spiritual book that you read, those that can see, let them see. Those that can hear, let them hear. Those that want to listen to those words of hope and, the things that we know that we shouldn't even know because you're a complete stranger. It's just like, let people be. Just like you believe what you believe in, I'm not going to try and change you. I'm not going to try and convince you. That's the way you feel. But it's like the biggest thing is like, let people be who they are. As long as they're not hurting anybody, let them enjoy life. You're not trying to preach to anyone. You're not trying to hurt anyone. Live your life to the fullest, because it's merely a moment. A lot of us are in this fear with the Four of Coins, moving forward because of the holiday season. I do definitely get into that holiday anxiety. Like, I was literally, not anxiety so much, but I was just like kind of worried because I've messed up with my family member's email address before, and I'm just like, ugh, like, I just wanted to confirm that everything was okay, and he, different time zone, and he's like, yep, everything's good. I'm like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, you know how a lot of these companies are. If you don't do it within a matter of time, you know what I mean? They, say some sort of bull roar. But I've had a very good experience with this thing. So I feel like it's just like, do the best you can. The biggest thing about the holidays is being around the people that you love. It's not about the presents or anything like that. We can have, even if the spread isn't that big or whatever, it is about being with each other. Having a good laugh, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is, because you can never get that moment back in time, So I feel like this is like, doing the best you can. I feel like a lot of us are in this funky energy, I definitely was, and I'm like, this morning I literally said that, it is the anniversary of my aunt's passing, and I'm just like, how lucky are all the people in our family that, she wasn't, quote unquote, biologically anyone's mom, but how blessed are those children that they knew that they had a safeguard in her. They knew they had a safe haven in her. They knew that, with her by their side, that, they're always loved and protected and had a safe place to go to. You know what I mean? She was a mother to a lot of people, a mother to all, So it's like, it's an unfortunate situation, but she was, you know what I mean? She was that mother, Mary. They're saying Mother Mary, a mother to all, I feel like because of this Three of Swords giving way with the Ace of Spears for some of you, this is like kind of that last purge. We're talking about this Wheel of Fortune energy. We're talking about this world energy. These are tarot cards if you're new, but it's just like, you're letting go of the old so the new can make way. That was like watching young children. I'm watching it with my youngest, and it's like, you gotta get rid of the old garbage to make room for the new garbage, you know? But it's like, you know, a lot of us are purging right now in some ways, you know? I feel like you wouldn't feel the way that you feel if you didn't love them as much as you did, you know? It's hard to, quote unquote, let go. And I don't feel like you ever let go, especially certain people that meant that much to you. If you're lucky enough to see and hear, then it's just like, you know that they're still there. And the hardest part is, like, as much as you wish you could wrap your arms around them and hug them, it's like you can't, you know? But it's just like a lesson of now. It's like, instead of wasting your time being sad and depressed, wrap your arms around someone that's here, that's present, and tell them how much you love them, how much you care for them. How many people sit there, oh, I wish I would have said this, I wish I would have said that. And I said, well, at least I could say that about Shane. When he left that day, he knew he was loved. He was more worried about someone eating his lasagna more than anything, you know? So it's just like, you know, you never know how life will transform. We have the 6 of coins here, which is kind of great with the 4 of coins, because it's saying don't worry, because there's blessings coming in here. You know, you may have seen, I should have wrote them down, but it's like blessing after blessing after blessing, things coming in. You know what I mean? One after another after another. And it's just like being thankful for those things. You know, a lot of people could sit there and kind of dumb it down or say, well, if it was this and this is that, and you know what I mean? Well, you know, oh, well, it's you doing all the work. And I'm like, well, you know what? Sometimes it's my work that gets me in these situations. It's my decisions, you know, that get me in these situations. And I'm lucky enough that I've had a lot of these cycles in my life where abundance is coming in, you know? Where it's just at the last minute, I'm like, well, this is it, you know? And it's just like, boom, here. You don't have to worry. Always at the... I wish it never have to be at the last moment, you know what I mean? I was literally talking about this with someone. It's like, they're like, money doesn't buy happiness. I'm like, for some it doesn't. But for some, it's like not having to worry about it, or sitting there able to, instead of working all these hours, put more of that time in your family. It's like, some of us wish we had that. Some of us did have that, but for me, you know what I mean? I can't just settle on, you know, what that was. That wasn't me. You know what I mean? I'm a go-getter. I have aspirations. I have dreams. I have things that I want to accomplish in this whatever time we have here. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm not going to just settle for that. That's not who I am. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people are inspired to do things. It's like, get up and do those things. We stand in our way a lot of the times. I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid of being judged to that. No matter what you do, no matter how good or as bad as it sucks, someone's always going to have an opinion. No matter what. All you can do is sit there and give your all and hope it's good enough. If it's good enough for you, that's all you can do. 8 of Spears. We're talking about these things coming out of the blue. You know, because we're ready to move forward. In all these emotions, there were 6 planets in water. We literally could see them in our back. You know, there was these 3 huge stars all lined up. Now there's just 2 of them. You know, but it was, what a scene. You know, we took pictures of it. I shared it on Facebook. But it was just like, what a beautiful sight to be seen. Like, you know, the stars. Like, you know, as much as I love the moon, you know, it's just like when the moon is not giving her light off, it's like it gives the stars a chance to shine. And you're able to see all the other beauties and wonders in the sky. You know? But this is what they're saying, to ground yourself in this energy. Yes, we're feeling these feelings, but, you know, my son teaches me that, reteaching me that. It's just like, yes, we've worked so hard to get to this point, but don't forget, you know, blessing after blessing that came in to get us to this point. And don't forget that those things are in our lives. Even though every day we wake up and they're there, be grateful for them. I wake up every day. Thank you for allowing us to lay down in peace and sleep under your protection, for keeping us united as a family, because we know. We woke up one day, saw him off to work, and we made plans for that evening. He literally said, make sure no one eats my lasagna. No one had a clue what was going to transpire over the next couple hours. Over the next couple of years. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I had warnings and stuff. But I really didn't see that. You know, or him going that day seeing that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, as much as it sucks, you know what I mean? It's just like, how lucky are we to have the time that we did with him? How lucky are we that, we get to hear and see him still? People would sit there and pay so much money to see that. Not a hologram. To actually see them. So, or feel their presence. Or be able to hear them. So it's like the things that we come to expect in everyday life. So we have the 7 of coins here. I feel like what's coming in is these are seedlings that you've planted. These are things you've asked for. Like when they say, when the things that you ask for come to pass, don't forget to be thankful. Don't forget who you asked for those things. Don't forget the sacrifices that you put in for these things. I even said, I wish there was, I said, no wonder they're making robots, because there's not enough time in a day. Humans run out of battery. You know what I mean? So it's just like, we can only do so much in a day. Especially like, on the journey that we've been on over the past how many months. So it's just like being thankful for what has come to pass. And, my youngest reminds me of that, that this has come in. This blessing has come in. I made the decision. You know what? I didn't have if I didn't have kids, I would have taken more of the risk. But because I have kids, I feel like I made the right decision of job and benefits. I don't regret it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, what about if I would have risked it on myself and continued the way I was going? Because it was there, But it's just like in that lull time, it's just like, what do you do? I feel like we still would have been provided for, but, it's kind of a back and forth I have. But, I know I was there, I'll get there again. Everything I do is for my family, because I know what I do affects my family. So the Ace of Cups is our ending card. We keep getting these celebrations. You keep seeing these. Celebrations. I just did a message of hope. Because I see a lot of people suffering right now. Everybody's going through like a depression, and they don't want to celebrate Christmas this year. They don't want to do Thanksgiving or anything, or maybe they can't even afford it this year because, all the money is going to all these other places, They keep taxing us to death, and it's like, what are we supposed to do? I can't work any more hours, I'm going to burn out. If I burn out, who wants to be on disability? Not me. Sorry, It's just like, we should be able to work one job and still enjoy our family. If you want to work some extra hours, because maybe you're like myself, you're a single parent and you want to work a couple extra hours because, birthdays are coming up or celebrations and you want to buy something a little extra special, or, maybe you want to just get a little head, you want to pad your account a little bit more. You should be able to do those things without having to sacrifice so much to the point that you're exhausted and have to sleep your days off. You know what I mean? So, but they keep on saying, like, this turn of events, things are changing. Things are going to turn in a positive direction. And I feel like it's like, again, instead of concentrating on, these are significant, parts of our life. Unfortunately, these tales of woe are part of life. We're not taught these in school. We're always taught, like, Prince Charming's going to come and fix everything. Or, Princess Charming, Princess Charmelette, is going to come and fix everything. But it's like, you got to learn that, unfortunately, you do see those in the stories, they're treated poorly by somebody and they still rise to the occasion, but, you're more concentrated, Prince Charming's going to come and he's going to kiss you and he's going to take you to his castle and you're going to live a happy ever after. Well, they say more money, more problems. It's the same thing. You get into a relationship, you have a family, then it's like you take on all these other things. All these other tasks, I guess you would say. Chores, they were saying, but tasks. But that's what I'm saying. Whenever you could fill moments of happiness, spend that time with family, instead of cooping yourself up and locking yourself up and shutting yourself away from the world. Do the things that you love. Watch a movie as a family. Go out and see a movie. Go out to dinner. Order in dinner. Play a board game. Do craft. Do little fun things that make you guys smile and you could take pictures of and you're like, remember that? Because you always try to fill life as much as you can with, positivity. And that's what life's about. All these moments that we sit there and we look back on, remember this, remember that. Sometimes, like they warned us, the sweat of our brow, we will get there, but you will have to work for it. you know? It's unfortunate, but this is the world that they're putting us in, especially, you know, in Canada where, you know, they tax us on April Fool's Day. Ha ha, like, you know, here's another one, but we're going to give billions of dollars away to over here and over there. It's just like, you know, can we have a little bit of taste of what we've paid into the, you know, to carbon tax, quote unquote, you know? You double carbon taxed us and, you know, not a thing has changed. Just a lot more pissed off people and homeless people. So, again, instead of concentrating on that, all we could do is, like, you know, sit there and, like what someone said, in 40 seconds it's going to be Monday. Thankfully, it's a long weekend this weekend, you know, for some people. Some people are lucky enough to have Monday off. So, if you are, sit there, woosah, relax, watch a movie. Everybody take a nap. You know, everybody, it's quiet time. Go in your room, you're going to watch videos, turn it down. Let everybody woosah, take a 2-hour power nap, and get up and do something fun. Go for a nature walk, you know? Do something fun. Do something together as a family. But, you know, always look for the positive, like that silver lining in life, you know? Because a lot of people, we wish for half of what we have. And we're lucky enough every day to wake up and we already have it, you know? That's what I say, you know? Don't forget to be thankful for the things that you prayed for, that you are now appreciating now and are now enjoying now, that you once upon a time were praying for. You know, especially us, we're coming upon that 1-year anniversary of moving and stuff like that to here. Relocating, it's just like, you know, it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and anxiety and everything, you know. But somehow, well, not somehow, some way, Yahweh Yeshua helped us get here. So, it's just like, yeah, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but you know, it's worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this timeless reading. Be kind to yourselves. Get the rest of rejuvenation where you can. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next one.